So, what is trauma? We talked a bit about what a crisis is, right? So, it's often something that happens when there's an existential threat of some kind. The way your body experiences a moment like that is through a system called your nervous system. This system runs through your whole body, is connected to all your organs, and is the way that your body detects and responds to stimuli. So, if we think about our nervous system as a microphone, you know how you can see a picture of the sound wave when someone is talking into a microphone? Okay, now imagine that the regular occurrences and ups and downs of life are what happens when someone speaks into that microphone, like regular sounds, and the wave stays within the top and bottom lines. Now imagine someone yells into the microphone so loud that the sound wave hits the edges of that rectangle. The microphone stops recording sounds clearly, and you just get like noise. That's clipping, the edges of the sound wave becoming distorted. That's a crisis. Your body switches into a high stress mode in that moment, which is why sometimes when a crisis event occurs, it is stored in the brain and body differently than normal memories. It might be more fragmented or more visceral. Your other organs react as well, your stomach, your heart, everything. When you go through something like that, sometimes your mind and body are able to process the experience, and sometimes that stress stays within you in different ways. That's trauma. That can show up physically in the form of things like insomnia, nightmares, headaches, or even long term illness. It can show up in people's behavior. They might struggle to get back to that regulated and open minded state that makes it possible to connect with people. It can show up in how they react to subsequent crises or stressful situations. Two people can live through the same crisis but walk away with different amounts of that stress or energy trapped in their body. There are many factors that contribute to whether or to what degree a person who has experienced a crisis is traumatized by it. Some of those include having previously experienced other existential threats or crises, still being in a vulnerable situation, or having an ongoing major stress, um, including your material needs being unmet or having ongoing health needs, isolation or a lack of trusting relationships. That can become part of a cycle too, because mistrust is also a trauma response. So sometimes people with pre existing trauma tend towards self isolation, which then compounds further and future stresses. A lack of outlets for self expression or opportunities for validation, and a lack of rest.